Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Tarot Corner. Today I'm going to be doing a video about what Spirit wants you to know right now. We have 3 piles here. The first is the clear quartz. Second is the smoky quartz crystal. And the third is the Labradorite. See if I can get it to catch the light. Oh, I love it when it does that. So that's group number 3. Okay, and a lot of you guys know the drill. You can pause the video and take some time to vibe out the piles and see which one really resonates with you. Remember, if none of them resonate with you, don't push it. It may just be that your message is not here this week. And I encourage you to check out other readers here on YouTube. There are some really fantastic readers that are out there. But we're going to start with group number 1, the clear quartz. Okay, put that right there. I'm gonna get to that later. So we have exchanging gifts in reverse. We have serendipity in reverse. We have let 2 become 1. We have the Chariot for a tarot card, the High Priestess, and the 7 of Cups. Okay. I want to start with the serendipity in reverse. What I'm feeling with this is that Spirit or the universe, however you want to think of it, has put something in your path that you may have wanted or you initially perceived as something good, but then now it's something that's kind of challenging. And it's kind of knocked you out of balance, because this is all about giving and taking, but in a healthy way. That is out of balance with this card in reverse. So one situation that comes to mind is, and that plays in with the serendipity, is maybe you asked for something and it didn't come exactly the way you wanted it to, or you really wanted something, but there was an aspect of it that you have to really work on, and that's something that you didn't plan on, and it's frustrating to you, and maybe you don't want to put in the work. That's only one of it, like one thing. Or it could be also that you're putting in way too much and you're not getting what you're putting out, which that's an imbalance. You can't have that. It's like the imagery I'm getting in my head is when you're rowing a boat and you're only rowing on one side, you're going to end up going in circles. So there needs to be the other side of that. So if you are giving and giving and giving and you're not getting anything back, that's not a healthy situation. Or if you're the one, if you're on the flip side of that and you're the one that's constantly taking, there are going to be drawbacks to that as well, because it could be that, you're just not being satisfied. And sometimes Spirit will play it out that way. So you learn that lesson that you have to give. Again, I'm not judging, no judgment here. We're all learning lessons. And we all have things that we need to learn on our path. So no judgment here. And sometimes it's something that we really don't notice, but now we can take notice of it. And Spirit is putting us in a place and telling us that we need to take a look at how we're doing things, if we're giving too much, or if we're taking too much, or if something that we may have wanted, it comes out that we have to put a little bit more to get back what we really want. So this 2 become 1, it's about balance, essentially. But this card typically means really opening yourself up and allowing yourself to really give in to a certain situation or person that you may have some reservations about. Or you may be a little bit afraid to actually delve into it. And this is telling you to open up and allow yourself to see it through. So the Seven of Cups, it's about illusions. It's about not seeing things clearly. It could be about dreams. But what I'm receiving from this card right now is, and this is how I usually see it with this one, usually not with other decks, but with this card, I really see that through this mask, you may only be seeing the cups, or you could only be seeing this dragon that's here. So if you're looking at something that may be a little difficult, or you're looking at something where it's like, oh, if I keep giving, maybe then I'll receive it. So you could be seeing it the other way. You could be seeing only this dragon, or you could be seeing only the cups. This is asking you to take the mask away, or to take those beer goggles off, per se, and really look at the situation for how it is and take a real assessment of where you are. And that's where the High Priestess comes in. She really wants us to go inward. That's what she's all about. She's all about inner knowledge. She's about figuring out our mysteries and allowing it to teach us and to move us forward. That is where our power is, when we figure out what we want in a certain situation. And if we're not getting it, to walk away. And if it's something that we really want, to put in that effort. So looking inward is the key here, and how we want to proceed with this person or this situation. That is how it really gets us moving with this Chariot. Okay, so this is actually a quote, a Mr. Rogers quote, because I think we need a little Mr. Rogers in our lives. Just, today, in this day and age, it's a little difficult with what's going on in the world right now. So our Mr. Rogers quote is, "The world needs a sense of worth, and it will achieve it only by its people feeling that they are worthwhile." Yes. This High Priestess. We need to see things as they are, not through masks. We need to see our worth and what we can truly do, and not to limit ourselves by what we only believe we can do because of the limitations that society puts on us. Because that can happen a lot. It's like other people tell us no, and then we start to believe it, and that's not the truth. The truth is within us. We are boundless. We can learn anything. But we also have to work. We have to put in the work for what we want. But remember, we do have to receive as well, and allow ourselves to receive and believe we are worth what we are receiving. And knowing your worth is also knowing what is being given to you is what's right for you. Because some people, they want to I don't know, give you like fool's gold, and say it's like, oh yeah, this is real gold. No, that's not. So this High Priestess is really important for us right now, group number 1, to see through the masks and the deceptions and the illusions, to see what's truly right for us, to allow us to know our worth, and we are worthwhile, and what we give, we need to be receiving as well. And if we're in a situation where we are not receiving our worth, we need to figure out a way to get what we're owed, or to find something that is more suited to our abilities. Okay, so group number 1, that's all I have for you. If this resonated with you, please consider leaving a like. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the little notification bell. It'll let you know when I upload. You'll be the first to know. And I hope to see you guys again. Thanks for hanging out. On to group number 2. the smoky quartz pyramid. We're gonna get to that later. So we have unfinished symphony. We have need and necessity. And for our tarot cards, we have the Ten of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Three of Cups. Okay. This is actually coming in pretty clear and simple. This is all about your emotional fulfillment, group number 2. And it's about something that you may have left off in the past, something that brought you a lot of joy, but maybe wasn't giving you any monetary gain, or it was something that you set aside because it was deemed something as not important to other people. And right now is the time to go back to whatever that was and to dive back into it. With this need and necessity, what I'm really feeling from this card is maybe what you need to be doing, what you feel is a necessity that you have to get it out of your system. It may not be something that another person may find that's a necessity, but you do, right? So that's something that you need to do at this time. Okay, so with this Three of Cups, this is about community, friendship, celebration. Whatever this was, this unfinished business, this unfinished symphony, as it's actually called, is something when you pick it up now, reach out to other people, find a community. An example of that is there's communities that are on Twitter and that help boost out whatever they're doing, whether they're writers or artists. You know, they have days where they'll, engage in each other's artwork, and they will share it and they will retweet it and they will build each other up. And I really feel like that's something that you need to do now. Maybe it's something that you didn't have access to in the past, or maybe you didn't think of in the past. But now is the time to really find your community. You can also join those groups on Facebook, especially now in a time of, well, right now we're kind of, everyone is going through quarantine. This may be the thing that's giving you the time, as an unfortunate as it is, it's allowing you to pursue this unfinished symphony. And when you finish it, it'll bring you this fulfillment and achievement. That's what these two cards are. This Knight of Cups and this Ten of Cups. This is everything. This is the comfort. This is the fulfillment. This is achievement. This is what you need to bring to this project. This kind of love and this ambition to this project and finish it up, because it'll open up a new world for you. Not only will it make you feel good, but it's something that could inspire others. It could attract your soul family if you have yet to find your soul family. But this is something that you need to do right now to finish the story that you started. It's important. It's important for your happiness, and it could be important for many other people, the people not only in your community. You don't know who you could reach with this talent, with this artwork, your voice. It could be anything. It's you. It's part of you. And it'll bring a lot to other people as well, not only fulfilling you and driving you into new things, inspiring you to do new things. It'll open up a new world for you. Okay, so this is a Mr. Rogers quote. We all need some more Mr. Rogers. So our Mr. Rogers quote is, "The thing I remember best about successful people I've met all through the years is their obvious delight in what they're doing, and it seems to have very little to do with worldly success. They just love what they're doing, and they love it in front of others." Yes, exactly. Oh, gee. Over enthusiastic. Exactly. You need to fall back in love with what you're doing, because those are the things that'll attract this family to you, this love to you, and just bring in all kinds of success and fulfillment, not only monetary, but you'll just become a magnet for all things that are great, because you're doing what you love and you're putting out love. You will receive love in so many ways. So that's really fantastic. Group number 2, really delve into this project, into this artwork, into whatever you love, because it's important and it's something that's going to drive you forward and just open up doors. So if this resonated with you, please consider leaving a like down below. If you were subscribed, don't forget to hit the little bell icon. It helps you be notified when I post another video, which is weekly. If this is where I leave you, love and light, namaste, Vaya con Dios. I hope to see you again next time. Moving on to group number 3. Okay, so group number 3, the Labradorite. We're gonna get to this later. Okay, so our first card is New Life. Cool. Embrace the dark. How do I want to set this up? I'll do this. Cool beans. And for our tarot cards, we have the 4 of Pentacles. We have the Fool. And we have Judgment. Okay. Again, like group number 2, this is pretty clear. Move it around a little bit. So either something new has come into your life, or you are moving into something very new. It's something that may be outside of your comfort zone, something that you may think is out of your wheelhouse, but that is not true. You're coming into this new life, and this is all about new opportunities, new beginnings. Judgment is about also new beginning, a rebirth. It's about endings. Maybe this ending that you are going through is scary. Things may look a little scary right now, but Spirit is asking you to see the potential in this new endeavor. We have this Embrace the Dark. This is about us seeing things as they may be bad, or they're a little scary. It's something new, things that we may not know. The unknown can be very scary for some people. But they're asking you to really sit with that and to accept it and be a little excited by it, because some of the most exciting things in life are the things that we don't see coming, as well as things that aren't so great. But that's not the case here. The case is you have something new. You have a new potential. It could be a job. It could be a new person that comes into your life. It's just a new beginning. And you're feeling like you need to hold on to what you have. She's in this kind of crouched position. She's holding on to that pentacle. She has the others underneath her feet. She's like, I'm not letting it go. This is mine. They're asking you to open up. All of these cards, all of these people in these cards, they have their arms wide open, but she's very closed off. And Spirit wants you to see this darkness and not to be afraid of it. I actually want to read this because I like this card, and I think there's a line in here that's just so great right now, and I think you need to hear. So number 9, embrace the dark. You've been taught that all is either good or evil, negative or positive. good gives rise to good and bad gives rise to bad. It is wrong to have feelings of anger, dislike, or fear, as these emotions are born of our shadow self. This is not truth. Everything happens for a reason. Love can give rise to destruction, and hate can inspire genuine acts of love. The lesson offered by your shadow often teaches us the most. Know your shadow self and love it. Without the darkness, the stars cannot be seen. Exactly. If you're in the moment of what you may be going through, and this was the case for another pile, but we need to see things as they are and not add extra fear to it. Yes, it may be dark, it may be scary, but we need to keep going. We need to allow things to end and graciously release, so we can have this potential, so we can take this risk. Don't listen to the fear in the back of your mind. Acknowledge it, but don't let it hold you back from something new, from a new possibility. We're in, although this is a timeless reading, right now we're in a quarantine. And this could be a good time for you to sit with yourself and go inward and to get in touch with yourself again, to maybe delve back into things that you haven't thought of in a while. Instead of, binge watching a TV show, open a book. Maybe there's another book or a book that you've read in the past that is calling to you right now, that could have a message for you, that can inspire you to do something in the future. Or picking up a brush and painting, or writing down a list even of the things that you want. Anything that allows you to express yourself is what you need to focus on at this moment, and not focus on trying to control things. This is often about control as well. This is not a situation that you can control, and that's why it's scary. What may be coming to you might seem scary because it's unfamiliar, but I think I'm repeating myself. Be open, because it's something that's going to be great, and the only fears that we have are in our own mind. They're not real. And actually, let's see what this is. A Mr. Rogers quote. I made a deck of Mr. Rogers quotes, and I don't have any artwork on them yet. So our quote is: often problems are knots with many strands, and looking at those strands can make a problem seem different. Yes, thank you, Mr. Rogers. So really looking at this new situation, or looking at this problem with a different perspective. What is it that they used to say at my old job? Problems are not problems, they're opportunities. So what you may think is kind of a drag is maybe an opportunity to do something different, or build something different, or make one situation into another. Kind of like being in this quarantine. I really hope that you are healthy, and if you're able to kind of delve into something new that you really didn't pay attention to before, it could open up a whole new world. But not to be afraid of the things that may come with it. And it just could be, troubleshooting type of things, and growing pains. We don't want to be afraid of those things, because they're part of the process. They're unfolding what is presented to us. So we can't let this darkness, or our fears about what we're capable of, or what other people are capable of, hold us back. We have to believe that we can achieve the things that we want to, and open ourselves up to those possibilities. The Everything happens twice. The first time is in our mind, and the second time is when we actually put everything out there. But this is an exciting new opportunity, exciting new life, a situation, relationship. Don't let little things, little strands turn into knots. See it for what it is. You can definitely get past it or conquer it, because it's exciting and it's new. We just have to, get ourselves through the tunnel that may be kind of scary and, trip over a few rocks, but we'll definitely get there. This is something that's coming to you, so you just have to allow it and polish it up, I guess. It's one thing that came to mind. You gotta polish something to see it shine. Okay, that's all I have for you, group number 3. Thank you for hanging out. I hope to see you again soon. If this resonated with you, please consider leaving a like. And if you are subscribed, don't forget to hit the little notification bell. It allows you to be notified every time I upload, which is weekly. Hopefully. Things have just been a little bit crazy with what's going on in the world. But I hope everyone is well, and I send out my love to you all. Love and light. Namaste. Vaya con Dios. See you guys.